Field in Chicago. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears.
And now, your 2025 Chicago Bears.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson ready for some preseason football. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. That's Taylor Rapp bursting in to bring him down.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Williams. He'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Codrington to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full to contain him.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Allen now on 2nd down. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. for Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Buffalo.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down,
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up second down.
Throwing now, Allen. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete. Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This from 30 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to possess the football for the second time. And, Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. They're going to be on the roster for the opener. So when you went through that phase of your career, how did you approach the preseason?
Yeah, certainly different when I was a rookie or really early in my career than I was towards the back end. There's no question. And I think as I got older in the league and a little bit more established, my priorities of what I wanted out of those games, Mike, I think might have changed a little bit, right? I wanted to feel what it was like to get tackled. I wanted to feel what it was like just getting in and out of the huddle, keeping up with the play clock, getting into the operation of the game. It wasn't necessarily about how many catches or trying to make the roster, but it was the next step, preparing myself for the inevitability of a week 1 playing the full game in a full live environment. So this was the next step. You got practice to get your body right. Then you have a couple preseason reps to kind of take that next step, all leading up to being healthy and ready to go come week 1 of the regular season.
Open man, that's Romo Dunze. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Bears first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bears first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They will run it over center with Swift. It'll get forward to about the 42. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
16 yards.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
On first down, it's Swift. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He's going to tuck, and he'll take this one in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bills 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Play action now, and here's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. And good work there to get the first down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back, and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the first down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget to protect the ball, and that's the utmost importance. And fortunately for him, in this case, the ball ends up going out of bounds.
A loss of 2 brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that'll set up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Off play action. Here's Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. T.J. Sanders in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. third down, it's Williams from the gun. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Tory Taylor now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here now, 3rd and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. 3rd down, it's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
First down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Jalen Johnson up front in his corner spot to make the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Josh Allen on the bootleg. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Cook. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. A run up the middle with Cook. Oh, making guys miss. And he's in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are on top. It's now 10-7.
10. Bears 7.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. A play fake. Now Williams. Forced out wide. Now he'll run it. They get 21 on that one. First down, Chicago.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Bears, first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-7 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. 2nd and 11 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Rolls Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears are on top. It's 14-10.
Bills 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Chenault. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Bills.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Gain of 19 yards.
It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Bills first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Allen now off the bootleg. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On third down, it's Allen. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Moving left. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills move out to a three-point edge, 17-14. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's Rome Odunze, the first-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Flushed to his left. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
This one taken in by Odunze. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll get about 6 out of this and take it down to the 24-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll go again with Swift. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 12-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Swift. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Bears move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Bills 17.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On On the return, it's Chenault. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. It's Swift. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Allen now on 2nd down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. That one taken in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Extra point try by Bass. The kick is good. And the Bills extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming.
A gain there of 20. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Gain of 20 more yards. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
They'll run. It's Swift, and he'll get about 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw, it's Williams. He takes off. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for another Chicago Bears.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Big Ed Oliver getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Williams. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
17.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
This one caught just past the pylon. Cole Kmet, touchdown Chicago. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears have taken a 4-point advantage.
Bears 28, Bills 24.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here is Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throw once more. Here's Allen.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
One more time going up top with Allen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 49.
49-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills cut the deficit down to 1.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Gervon Dexter there on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third and 2. Here we go. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So, on 4th down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. Back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10 now from the 36. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll start on the ground with Smith. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Williams. There's that man again. Another catch. And they will finally run him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards.
That's good for a Bears first down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Pass complete. Luther Burden. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. To throw is Williams. That's complete. To Moore on the right side.
Complete to number 2, DJ Moore. A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Third and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. It is brought in the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears are going to open up the lead to 8.
That's the score. Bears 35. Bills 27.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Chenault. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And he'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Play action now, and here's Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run with Cook. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third down, they need 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Moore going in motion. On 2nd down, he'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Ruben Hippolyte, he's there for the tackle.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? He connects with Palmer on that one. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it.
Williams on the scramble.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Bears sending out their punt team.
For the Bears.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 11. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Bills 1st down.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Just a quick read by the linebacker on that running back screen. He beats everybody to the spot and blows this play up for a loss.
To throw again. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll go play action here with Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
Now it's 2nd and 1. He'll try the right side with Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Give this to Davis. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down, Bills.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Stretching the field is Knox. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. A run with Davis. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass taken in by Knox. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Will run, it's Ty Johnson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. It's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Allen to throw on 3rd and long. That's into the hands of Moore. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They're trying the left side with Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Maxwell Hairston on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 5. That is caught wide on the RPO. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's now 3rd and
Well,
4.
let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
Rome
and 10.
Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing again, Williams. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and They were able to make the completion.
Trying to throw again. Here's Williams. And he goes up top, looking for Komet. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
The 27-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again with Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Komet, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Chenault. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st down, Bills.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Tight end going in motion here. He'll go again with Davis. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. Incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On third down, it's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Bills first down.
First down, Buffalo.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
To throw again, it's Allen. Got his man at the 6. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's a loss of 1.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Play action. It's Allen. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. T.J. Edwards gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. In motion, Shakir. On third and goal, here's Allen. He's got it at the 3. And he will score. Game on. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
The Bills are
Allen to the throw. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game.
And he's going to have a Bears first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game. You just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Pass right side to the tight end, Komet. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Chicago.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another 1st down.
1st and 10.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's Johnson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Roshan Johnson. Touchdown, Chicago. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
45, Bills 35.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now Cotrington to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Play action. Here's Allen. He'll step up and run. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First down, Bills.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
Complete to Elijah Moore. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 5. From the gun, throw here for Allen. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Buffalo.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing again is Allen. Now he'll run. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
To the sideline. He's got more. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
Here is 1st and goal. Davis will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Pass now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Scott now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold them to no gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Burton. So fresh out of a 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. The Bears send out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Bills offense ready to take over once more. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. There's that man again. Another catch. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Bills first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Throwing again, it's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite targets. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
Third down.
Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That'll be caught by the running back, Davis. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Buffalo.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Bears. As we move closer to the regular season, they'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.